Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is Juan from the Autolock coming to you today with the Vanquish deck profile. I took the sneak peek for Legacy of Destruction with this deck, and I took 2 other locals previously, and then YC3 at the Comic Con. I took that one, so this deck profile is a little overdue. It's a little late. I'm sorry about that, but yeah. Either way, I just thought I might as well showcase it before I put it away. I don't know if I'm going to continue playing this in the future, but for now, it was a really solid pick. Going into the format, but with Tenpai, I'm not sure if it's any good. I might have to test it out to see if it's good going forward, but for now, this is what I did, this is how I played it, and this is the version I liked. So we're going to start off with the monsters. We play 3 Rosin. Rosin's really good. He's your heart and soul of the deck, searches any Vanquish Soul monster, and then he has the reveal to protect him, or reveal Fire and Dark to destroy everything in his column. Basically the heart and soul of the deck. He's a fire. Now here we go to the dark. We got 2 Mad Loves. Mad Love searches the spell or trap. He's not as good, but he does come up in certain games where you really do need the continuum or the counter trap or the regular trap. So Mad Love does come up a lot. I know a lot of people play 1 or 3. I'm just playing 2. This is what I felt was the best. Mad Love is really good for that. He also has the effect to basically return the monster with the lowest defense, so that really comes up because it doesn't target, so that's really, really good. Next we got Pantera. She's really, really good. What she does is if you control no monsters in your main monster zone, you can special summon her. Then if you reveal Earth, she cannot be destroyed by battle this turn, but if you reveal Earth and Fire, you destroy all spells and traps in the column. So there was a time where I was under skill drain and I put her here, revealed the Earth and Fire, and then used another big guy to bounce her, so she was able to destroy everything. Came up quite a bit. She's really good. Next we have 2 Jialong. Jialong is this basically your bread and butter off Rosin. If you have another fire, you go ahead and search this, and then search any card, which is normally the trap, and then on your opponent's turn, you go ahead and search another monster again, which basically allows you to board wipe your opponent basically off turn 1, just 1 Rosin, and an additional fire. So she's really, really good. Next we go Borger. This guy's probably the MVP of the deck as far as your boss monsters. He put in like 50,000 points of damage over the 10, 12, 16 rounds I played with this. This guy puts in tons of damage with burn damage. I hardly ever use the effect to draw because I just like to apply a lot of pressure all at once with the trap applying pressure. And this deck just puts a ton of pressure really quick. It OTKs almost every single time going second, or if they don't kill you off the clapback, you can OTK almost every single time. After basically burning for 3,000, all you have to do is put 5 more up. So it's really, really strong. Borger is probably one of the best. Last for our actual boss monsters is Caesar Valius. He's part of the combo. He's the Earth. He's a quick bounce. The reveal Earth, Fire, and Dark hardly ever comes up, but it does because basically you have to have Earth, Fire, and Dark and then him. So basically that's a lot of attributes to reveal, plus having this in your hand doesn't really come up as often, but he is your boss monster and you do need him. He's also a dragon, so you can search him off Magnamut. There's just a lot of things that come up with this, and he's an Earth. That's really important. I feel like in this deck is revealing an Earth sometimes. A lot of these guys need an Earth for some of their special effects to go off, and he is the Earth for the deck. Him and Pantera. Next, we have 3 other Earths that are very important. Is Kashtira Fenrir. Kashtira Fenrir is probably one of the best cards in the game, honestly. We play the 1 Rise Heart because it's a fire to reveal. Probably one of the better fires for this strategy because you can go Fenrir search Fenrir if you need an Earth, or Fenrir search Rise Heart. And nobody's really stopping Fenrir anymore, so he just resolves every single time. So Fenrir, I think Fenrir won a couple games on his own actually, backed with a couple of hand traps. So this is just I don't think you'll ever play less than this in Kashtira. 3 Fenrir goes hard. Next, this is the card that was real controversial that nobody really thought I should play this, but it came up like so many times and it was actually really one of the best cards in the deck. I think I OTK'd a guy with an Ash Blossom and this in hand. I just normaled the Ash and then went off, and then he had no answers to it. So yeah, this card's absolutely insane. I don't think I'd play the deck without Parallel Exceed. If I'm being honest, I don't think I would ever play the deck without Parallel Exceed. Just because Parallel Exceed gives you so much advantage and so many plays that you this deck doesn't otherwise have. Next, we're playing the God card. 3D Shifter, probably one of the best shifter decks in the game right now. Arguably, probably the best shifter deck in the game right now. So, card won me so many games, so can't complain. Yeah, it's shifter. Probably cards should be banned. Next, we play 3 Joel and Lockbirds. Another thing that I'm saying people thought was very controversial. Shouldn't play both. But there was never a game where I was like, oh, if I had Shifter, then I'm probably winning. If I have Droll, then I'm probably winning, or slowing them down enough to simplify the game. And that's really good to pair with your board, is just a Droll with a Droll with your board basically is like a board wipe and then a Droll. So a lot of people really couldn't handle that most of the time. So I do like Droll Shifter. You could say I'm wrong for playing it, but every time I draw one of the two, it's probably the best outcome, right? Is to draw both, because then that means you have Shifter, and Shifter's a God card. So there we go. Next we play 3 Ash Blossoms. It's a fire. It's probably the only one you play mandatory 100% because it is a fire. It is one of the best cards to reveal. This card wins you games. So there's that. Lastly, we play 3 Imperms. Imperm's really good because it's a hand trap. Doesn't get hit by thrust. Hardly ever gets hit by cross out. Nobody's really hitting that. Next, we're going to go to the spells. We're going to play 3 Staker Souls. This card is really good. It's basically just E-Telly by revealing one. There's times where I did open Rosin and I still pretended like I didn't. And then this would get ashed or something. And then there's times where this doesn't get ashed and then you just keep going. So this card's really, really good. And also, if they don't ash this and you do have a Rosin already, you can just summon Jalong, and then now you can basically go out from there. Rosin can search something different this time, so you can search like Mad Love and then summon it out, search the trap via that way, or you can search another fire. So basically, this was exactly what it needed to be all the time, and this card was never bad. I think I opened a hand with 3 of this and I still won. So this card is never, ever, ever bad. Next, we play 3 Prosperity. This card's mandatory for the deck, 100,000%. You need to get to Rosin as quick as possible. You need to get to combo as quick as possible. So, yeah, 100% you need 3 of these. This card gets you everywhere you need to be. It's a consistency card. It's a booster. It's an extender. It gives you anything you want, basically, in a card, and you can't devalue that in this deck, especially. Next, we have more ways to get to Rosin. We have 1 Durandal and 1 Rhoda. You could play more than this, but I didn't really like to. I think I see Rosin just enough, and I think I have enough engine that I don't need Rosin 99% of the time. You do have them, but there's games where you don't, and the deck still can provide a decent board without Rosin. And that's what I wanted to do, is provide a decent board without Rosin. And that's why I play the Parallel Exceed and Fenrir's and all these other crazy cards. So lastly, we play the 2 spells and the 1 spell, 1 trap, Continuum, and the Snow Devil. Basically, this is your board wipe, and this is the Reborn. So it allows you to go into your Baguska, which I made Baguska like 99,000% of the time. So there's that. Next, we're going to go to the extra deck. We play 3 Rock of the Vanquisher. This card is MVP. I did almost banish one of these off Prosperity almost every single time. You don't really go through 3, but you definitely go through 2 almost every game. So 100% you got to play 2, but 3 is it's good. It's good to have 3, right? Like you'd rather get caught with it than without it. Then the next card is El Mirage. I think I'm crazy for playing this, but it actually won me a game. Since I do play the Parallel Exceed, like I said, I think I normal summon an Ash, I normal summon a Droll. Sometime in my game, it made El Mirage, then made Parallel Exceed, came out, and then made a Baguska and passed. And that's enough. There was a time where I ate an Imperm and an Ash. I think my Staker Soul got ashed. Then I went ahead and normal summoned the Rosin, it got Impermed. And then I went ahead and made Rock, and then Parallel Exceed. Then I just passed off that. Rock added back Rosin, Exceed with Baguska, and that was game over. Then we played the 1 Nightmare Phoenix. Basically just a pop. If you make him under this, then you get a draw, so that was pretty cool. The 1 Hida did come up sometimes, right? Like, kind of, sort of, I'm not sure. These 2 were very, very nicely used. Little Knight came up occasionally. Like I said, not really. All the links here, all these 3 links here were very niche. In the roles they came up, I think Unicorn or Phoenix came up once. Little Knight came up like once or twice. But yeah, they were really good when they did come up, and I needed them, so glad I played them. Next, that's it for the links. Yep, that's it for the links here. Next, we're on to the XCs. MVP of the extra deck right here. I'm basically just playing Baguska Turbo in this deck. So I put Baguska here, and then a rock up top, and then a trap down there. And if they outed this, and I just trapped, summon one from hand, board wipe them, and then search another card. And then rock would get back one or summon one. It didn't matter. Because even if they stopped the rock, or even if we were in battle phase, you just still board wipe them. You can rosin during battle phase, so the trap would summon a monster, then rosin would blow up that card in the column. Yeah, it was just automatic. This deck was automatic with this. They would waste like 2 or 3 resources to out this card. Then it was just game over. Then we play the Dempsey. This is one of the reasons why I like Parallel Exceed. You could just normal summon an Ash Blossom, or normal summon I'm sorry, not an Ash Blossom. Any of the non-Vanquish monsters that are not rosin, and then make them into this. Or then you make rock for Parallel Exceed, and then you make Parallel Exceed would make this, and then you search your rosin from your deck to hand, and then rock would be able to summon it, and then you get your full combo going. Did come up, so I'm glad I had it rather than not having it. Did come up once or twice in the event, so I'm very glad to have this. Basically, Parallel Exceed was MVP in the main deck. Obviously, rosin did all the work, but Parallel Exceed got us there because a lot of people were trying to hold us off getting to rosin. Tornado Dragon, basically MST during either player's turn. This came up quite a bit. Not much to say about it. It's still really good. A Dweller, made it a couple times. Did really good when the matches I did need it, but ultimately it was kind of lackluster. Then we played the Chuckanine and Borbo. This came up I think 2 or 3 times in a day, basically in a setting. I came up, I used it like once or twice against every opponent. I would just Parallel Exceed into that. So it's basically free off the Parallel Exceed, and then you could just go rock, add one back, and then you have your follow up because you know it's going to get wiped, and then you just keep going. Normal summon rosin again next turn, and then you do the same thing. A lot of people can't handle double Zeus wipe and then follow up, so that was really hard for a lot of people to deal with. Obviously, here's the Zeus, goes with the engine, and then the one Typhon, Sky Crisis. Typhon is really good. You slap it on top of something if you can't break nothing, and obviously this deck just plays one-ups. I think I slapped it over a rock, and it had like 0 attack, turned into a beater, and then detached, shuffled something back, then whoops, went in for some damage. This card's, you can't take him out. So that was the deck profile. I believe it was like 15-0, 16-0 I've gone with this deck before posting this profile. I'm not sure. Like I said, I took a Comic-Con with this. I took 2 locals, and I believe I took this. Well, I did take the sneak peek, as you can see. I took the sneak peek. I'll be uploading this here in a little bit. I won this box from there, so yeah, all in all, this deck was really, really competent. Shifter is a hell of a card. Droll's a really good card. Rosin, Parallel Exceed. The deck's just really, really good. It did. It flowed really well together, and I think that if you just know what you're doing with the deck, you can go really far. This card's amazing. Get your resources back. So there was times where I normaled Rosin, sent it to the graveyard for rock effect, added back Rosin, and then I shifted. So basically you had your follow-up back, and then you can go ahead and shifter, which is so stupid that you can shifter after getting your follow-up right back. So this card is low-key one of the best cards in the game. Best Link 1 for this deck. They did everything right to make this Link 1, and they knew what they were doing. So yeah, that's the deck profile. The side deck obviously has changed since we're now post Legacy. Tenpai, we all know, you better be playing Talents, Thrust, and Barriers. So yeah, if you're not playing D-Barriers and there's extra side somewhere, you're doing it wrong. But yeah, obviously the side deck's changed, so I didn't bother putting it back together. So this was the deck that I played, and obviously what would I change? I'm not sure what I would change from the main deck. Going forward, the extra deck is basically perfect. I don't think I'd change a thing. In the main, I'm not sure what I would change. It seems really solid all around. The Ashes, the Drolls. I believe Droll's not that hit or miss, kind of this format. Shifter's still really good. Tenpai can't even play through it. They play it because it hurts other decks more, but it doesn't hurt this deck at all, so you can keep playing it because they're probably not going to kill you through it. Fenrir is 100% best card. I thought about playing maybe 3 Borger, 1 Valius, but I do like just having different attributes, right? And then the Valius being Earth. I think this was in my hand a couple times, and I just kept using it for Earth because Borger has to reveal Earth and Fire. So that's really, really important. Pantera has to reveal Earth and Fire. Mad Love has to reveal Earth and Dark. And Rosin's the only one that's different. He's Fire and Dark. So all these do require Earth. So it's really, really important that you have the Earth attribute. So I'm not sure if I would ever cut down Valius. But yep, that's the deck profile. Sorry for rambling on. I just needed to get this deck profile out there to the world before I put it away or do something with it. I'm not sure if I'm going to take this all the way to Nats with me, so that's why I wanted to put it out there one more time before I set it down to rest. But yeah, overall this did exactly what I needed to do. For the past 3 weeks, 4 weeks I've been playing it, so just wanted to put it out there. So hope you guys enjoyed. This is Juan from the Autolock, signing out guys, peace.